President Joe Biden says he feels good about the debt ceiling and budget deal negotiated with House Speaker Kevin McCarthy. President Biden spent part of the Memorial Day holiday working the phones, calling lawmakers in both parties, as a default would almost certainly crush the U.S. economy. White House Correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen?
Tracy, President Joe Biden calls it a bipartisan deal and is confident that it should get a vote in both houses. Meanwhile, in the press briefing room today, the White House budget director, who's been in the thick of the negotiations, stepped up to the podium. In the press briefing room today, White House Budget Director Shalonda Young tells reporters,
I can assure you that this was no easy task to get here, but what was on the line for the American people was real. I know I breathed a little easier.
And with June 5th ever so close,
this agreement is now with the United States House and then on to the Senate, and we strongly urge both chambers to pass the bill and send it to the president's desk.
Earlier, the Office of Management and Budget also issued a statement of administration policy, writing, "The Congress has a solemn obligation to prevent default. The administration strongly supports H.R. 3746, the Fiscal Responsibility Act of 2023, which reflects a bipartisan compromise to avoid a first-ever default and protect our nation's hard-earned and historic economic recovery." President Joe Biden spoke about the budget deal over the holiday weekend, but he did not talk to reporters when he returned to the White House today. The president was coming back from Delaware, where he made two unannounced stops. First, attending a memorial mass for his late son, Beau. Then traveling to Veterans Memorial Park in Newcastle, where he laid flowers to pay his respects. Meanwhile, Vice President Kamala Harris releases a video today on Twitter, where in one segment she brings up faith and abortion.
And if you agree, one does not have to abandon their faith or deeply held beliefs to agree that the government should not tell a woman what to do with her own body.
While pro-life group Live Action recently tweeted, "The pro-life position is that all humans have human rights. The first right is life, the right to not be killed." Now, tomorrow, the president heads to Colorado, and he'll give the commencement address at the Air Force Academy the following day. And we're also learning that next week, President Biden will host British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak at the White House for talks, and no doubt those talks will center around Ukraine, where the war shows no signs of abating tonight. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.